Destiny's 10th anniversary is here, which means there's some snazzy armor and a title to grab, a bunch of news, sales, and more in the future. Let's go over everything. Starting with the armor, this is free to all players. The only requirement is that you have completed the first mission of the final shape, which is free for everyone, so that you get access to the transmat area of the Lost City in the Pale Heart. Once you load in, you need to find 5 hidden caches. All are easy to spot, just follow the path on screen. You'll have 3 in the central open area, 1 chest on the way to Micah 10 where Eris used to be back in D1, and then 1 chest nested in the corner of the speakers area in the leftmost area. Do note, if you don't own the final shape, your teleport spot starts you in the speakers area, so just follow the path in reverse. Each of the chests will reward you with 1 armor piece from the 10th anniversary set. This armor is based off some of the first concept art for Destiny, so it has a simpler and cleaner design. The armor does drop with pretty high stats, so don't just instantly dismantle them. They might be what you're missing to round out your gear, plus they will help you complete some of the other triumphs. These chests are per class, so make sure to claim them on your Hunter, Titan, and Warlock. Besides regular armor, you get a free ornament version of this set. Just visit the special delivery kiosk in the tower next to Rahul and Banshee. To see the 10th anniversary package there, you must have claimed the Cayde Stash's Triumph from the 10th anniversary seal. Doing so will then unhide all the remaining triumphs and have the rewards package show up at the kiosk. When you claim the package, it will go into your wrapped items section of your inventory. Open it up, and then make sure you go to your modifications section of your inventory. There you will see each individual armor ornament to unlock. Up next is the new Legend Seal, which does require owning the final shape and the currently active episode in order to complete. The reason being is that the Justiciar Triumph requires you to reach Guardian rank 8. That entails completing the final shape campaign on Legendary, completing 3 co-op focused missions, and other tasks regarding power and episode progress. All of the requirements can be viewed in the Guardian rank progress section of the Journey menu. For the other triumphs, you might have already completed some of them as they count retroactively. The Timelost Triumph has you do the 4 Timeline Reflection missions. This is found in the upper right of the destination screen in the timeline. Do note that the Triumph tooltip is incorrect. You do not get bonus progress for completing these missions with other members. What you need to do is complete each of the timeline missions. You cannot repeat the same mission for credit. To know which missions you haven't done, hover over the campaign mission icon. Upon the first completion of each mission, you'll get a curated weapon. If no weapon is listed as a reward for that mission, that means you have already completed it. Most players, you haven't completed the Lightfall related one, as that was just added in the final shape. Some people still report issues with this, so just do all 4 missions. For the Among Friends Triumph, you have to earn 25 points by completing Vanguard Ops, Crucible, or Gambit matches while wearing 5 pieces of the 10th anniversary armor. This can be any combination of armor or its ornaments, and you can even wear an exotic armor piece by having the anniversary armor ornaments on a piece of anniversary armor. Each activity is worth 2 points, so you'll need to do 13 activities overall. If you do this in a fire team, you'll earn double the points. So just pick what you like. Quickest activity is Gambit, or I guess you could cheese it by creating a solo custom PvP match of Collision and set it to the lowest point total. The Disappointment Triumph just has you decrypt 10 Engrams at Rahul. This is just the plain decryption when you first talk to him, not any of the focusing systems. Last is Accidental Generosity, and this one requires luck and a lot of time. You'll need to defeat 95 enemies and collect 15 Engrams in the Skywatch area of the Cosmodrome. This is a reference to the D1 loot cave, which is still there. Unfortunately, the spawn rate of enemies is quite low in this area, so the Engram task will take quite a while. Bungie has acknowledged this and will be buffing enemy spawn rates in a future patch. Check the pinned comment for up-to-date info. Since you need to loot these Engrams while in the Skywatch, make sure you don't have a full Engram inventory so they don't accidentally go to your postmaster. To influence the Engram drop rate, there are a few things you can do. Whenever you have the Prime Attunement buff, which happens on reset, make sure you play here until you get that Prime Engram to drop. Since Engrams are a numbers game of defeating enemies and opening chests, keep an eye out for public events and high-value targets. Lastly, you have the hidden ogre that can spawn in a cliffside cave. Since he is a higher ranked enemy, they have a higher chance of dropping Engrams. To keep checking and refreshing his spawn, you can keep reloading the area. Since a lot of people will be doing this and playing in the Skywatch, you will be competing with each other. So kick back, turn off your brain, and maybe grind out some of those unfinished catalysts. For all of this, so the title, armor, and emblem, you have until the launch of Destiny 2 Frontiers next year to complete them, so there isn't a rush. The only rush is if you want to have a chance at buying the IRL nerf version of Ace of Spades and its ornament, which requires earning the Legend title before September 24th. Other than that, you have some Destiny sales to consider. If you're just getting back into the game, playing catch-up, or trying to entice some friends, Destiny 2 is having a DLC sale across all platforms until September 24th. For Steam, Xbox, and Epic, you can get the 2024 Legacy Collection for $20, or the Final Shape plus Annual Pass for $75. On PlayStation, the individual expansions are heavily discounted, including the Final Shape. Over at the Bungie store, there's some new celebratory items and discounted flat rate shipping until September 16th. Now I'm sure plenty of you are wondering, is that it? For now, yes. Rumors suggest that the Into the Light content we got was pushed forward from the 10th anniversary due to the Final Shape delay. So this is just a small celebration. However, there is more hinted at in the future. Besides the article stating there will be more throughout the year, the only confirmed celebratory thing will be the return of the D1 Exotic Sniper Icebreaker as a future dungeon reward. Besides that, there is something odd with all the info. In Bungie's press docket, there are pictures of Galahorn, which doesn't make sense. Additionally, Xur's inventory in the API also lists Galahorn as a potential item he could sell. But that's crazy since it's linked to the paid 30th anniversary Grasp of Avarice dungeon. Now this is just a crazy spinfoil hat theory, but maybe that dungeon goes free to play in the future? Or it could just be placeholder information. Regardless, if there are any substantial updates, I'll let you know. With that, go snag that cool armor. 10 years of this great game are now behind us, now it's on to the next chapter. To see what's in store for Destiny's future, definitely check out the articles Bungie posted the other day. Next year they're shaking up the expansion formula, reworking rewards and challenges, and trying to bring the game into the modern era. To see that future, hit subscribe if you haven't already, like the video if you liked it, and come check out the Sundog Gaming Discord. As always, I'm your Commander Pika. Be kind, have fun, and I'll see you on the battlefield.